Let's have some fun with content moving and content filling. And for this, let's open up Horsey. Hold down the Control key for non-contiguous, and content-aware move is the next one. And go ahead and open up this one. That's the one we started this lesson out with, Selection 101. Those three. Go ahead and select all three and double-click, and there they are. Let's start with this one. Now, in the first lesson, I removed the cloud. I didn't show you how I did it, but I did. So let me show you how exactly I did that. Number one, we're going to do what's called a content-aware fill. Now, it is not new, but it has been improved. Not in how we use it, but in what it interprets. So, come over here and pick up the lasso tool and make yourself a relatively tight selection around that cloud. Come all the way up here, and then come down. All the areas you want to change. Come around just like that. Now, we can't press delete, because if you press delete, we are on the layer called farm. It's not a background. And if I press delete, it's basically just going to do that. However, instead of me going up to the word edit and going down to fill, which we could do, there is a trick. Hold on the shift key and press the delete key. And it will automatically open up fill. Make sure it says content aware. Now, if you were doing this almost exact same selection on this image in version 5, you would get a little bit of the barn in there too, but watch what happens when I click OK. This is pretty cool. It's gotten so much better. It's got to think about it, of course. Doesn't take long, though. Cloud is gone. Now, I also resodded Gramps' little area down here where he used to drive the tractor and the 57 Chevy. Let's do that area too. So get right about here. We'll go ahead and make a selection around the area that you want to change. You don't have to get much more anymore. Just go ahead and make a tight selection. Shift, delete, content aware, click OK. I just love this. Check that out. You say, well, you got a little up here too. Well, if you don't get enough, well, we could come over here and again, just make a little tight little area if that's even a problem to you. Come over here like that and again, shift, delete, and you can press the enter key for the OK too. I just love this tool. It's just absolutely amazing. And that's not a new tool. It's been there for a while, but the cool thing about that is it's gotten better. Not in how we use it, but in how it interprets the information. So what's left? Well, actually a new tool I think you're going to like. Go into Horsey. Tell you what, he's been eating a lot of grass in that one area and he needs to move someplace else. That's kind of hard to do on a two-dimensional surface. Let me show you the way we might have done it before the new tool came out in Photoshop 6. I might pick up my lasso tool, already have it, and do myself tight little area around the horse. That's a little bit shy in his feet, I think. I'm going to use my down arrow key to move that down a little bit and yet still keep my distance up here. We could move him now that he's selected, but a smarter way to do this is press Control J. Control J will make a copy of a layer, or it will make a copy of a selection within the layer, and that's what we just did. We made a copy of Horsey. And if we come over to our Move tool and select the layer with the horse in it, we could move him over, trot him over someplace else. Maybe put him right about there. Try to line up those little furrows. We could then use the clone stamp tool, and I always am very careful about doing things like that in a separate layer. And with the clone stamp tool selected, make sure you have current and below selected here, because we are working in a blank layer. And you come over here, maybe pick up some of the stuff right about here, and then come over, watch how it matches. I like that feature. You can kind of watch it and see if we can just kind of get some of that stuff done. Look, he's going away. And we could try again. Let's actually come down here and Alt-click there and see if we can match that up. Now, I'm doing this kind of quick, but actually, you could do it. I got more of the horse here, don't I? Let's go ahead and fix that. Not too bad, really, when you think about it, but it did take a few minutes to get there. Well, let's do this. Through the magic of history, let's take us back to the beginning, and let's look at the new tool. Start out by selecting what you want to move. And again, you don't have to be tight, but don't be too generous. Something like that. Come over here. This is the new tool. It's called the Content-Aware Move tool. Grab Horsey and trot him over to here. Then let go. To me, this is a combination of Content-Aware Fill along with the new Move, because not only was the horse moved, but the area where the horse was is filled in. That's pretty cool when you think about it. Let me show you one more feature of Content-Aware Move by going to this image right here. Now, just real quick, I want to make that area right here bigger. I've got more animals. I need a bigger fenced-in area. So I'm going to pick up my rectangle tool here for marqueing and select something about like that. Pick up your Content-Aware Move tool, but change the mode from Move to Extend. And then come over here, grab, and drag it. Let's try to get it right about like that. And there you go. You've extended out that fence, and now you have more room for your cattle. Content-Aware Fill, Content-Aware Moving, and Content-Aware Extending. Pretty cool when you think about it, and it can save you a ton of time. On to the next.